I remember reading an article a couple of years ago about the porn industry, and one of the producers said, they used to have to work really hard to train new women how to behave in porn. And they said now they're noticing that everyone who comes in, they called them porn ready, that the women already know how to act because they've been groomed and shaped by a very pornified culture or by pornography itself. And as you pointed out, pornography has increasingly become violent and risky and dangerous, which lends itself into the very things that are happening in sex trafficking and unfortunately have really become normalized in our culture. That's one of the things we talk about too at our events. We'll say that the porn paradox is that never before has pornography been more popular. More people than ever in history that we know of are consuming pornography, but at the same time, never has it been more violent and degrading towards women. And that paradox of why in a society that's trying to say we support women and we value women, we're trying to lift them up, are we permitting such a terrible industry that does the exact opposite? And then beyond that, like you said, is just the gateway to much, much worse things that traps these women sometimes for life. And so I think it's important that we tell those stories and that we recognize it's not harmless, it's not victimless, that this really matters. And that's, really the goal of having you on in this little series that we're doing is for all of us to kind of face that reality and be willing to say, we can't put up with this anymore.
Exactly. I completely agree. Just so crazy about like even how over sexualized our culture is. Even when I've spoken at events in kids in middle school, I've asked them, does anyone have an OnlyFans? And if you guys aren't familiar with OnlyFans is, right? It's like you can thank Instagram for that, right? So Instagram came along first, and young girls, they all want followers, they all want this attention. They're posting half naked or provocative pictures of themselves on Instagram. And then OnlyFans comes along and says, hey, post it on our website and we'll get you a subscription base and you can make money. So this seems enticing and good. And it's just pitches, it's just webcams. Now easy. The men have direct access to you and they're messaging you, they're asking you for different kind of pitches, they know where your location is, so they want to meet up, and it's just a slow, slippery slope. And we even say, wow, you don't even need a pimp these days. Like the internet's exploiting you. And the bad guy is in your pocket. So when you think about when you hand a device over to a young kid, obviously you need to have those protections on it. Because it's just so normalized. You're right.
Crazy. And like you're saying, I mean, it is so unbelievable that anybody can just quickly be pursued by somebody who's putting on a front to be somebody else. I mean, it's just not the same game as it was back when we were young. Like the social media wasn't even a thing. I mean, to be able to just hide behind an identity and lure and groom, and it's just easy because everybody's behind screens. So then you're emotionally removed from that, and it's a little bit frightening, especially as a mom. I mean, as a mom of kids, it is frightening.
Yeah. What a statement. The internet is the pimp. Think about that for a little bit.